Horses that head out onto the track for the Derby. We'll go back to the live vision because we're only about a minute and a half away, and our favourite, and a dominant favourite at that, is Ruthven. Shocking Luck there is at $4.80, and then Volatile Mix at around $6.50. But just looking at what is happening from a off-course betting perspective, a lot of concentration on Ruthven. There you see in the lime and blue colours, Hugh Bowman riding for Kieran Maher. I've got it on top to beat Shocking Luck, Volatile Mix and Rockstar Rebel. I just like this horse coming back to the distance to the 2200. I think that's perfect for him. He was just a little bit vulnerable late in Adelaide, where Volatile Mix was able to pick him up in the concluding stages, but I think tactically Hugh Bowman will be in a better position today. Likely to be further forward than Volatile Mix, who's going to need an ounce of luck or a lot of pressure in the early to mid stages of the race, because you'd imagine he's going to be settling somewhere near to the rear of the field. Shocking Luck's been solid around that 550 mark, but clearly the best back runner here in the past 48 hours is Ruthven, with Hugh Bowman looking to add another Group 1 to his already amazing season. A lot of his success came courtesy of Winks, but he still managed to win plenty of Group 1s. Most recently aboard Clearly Innocent in the Kingsford Smith Cup, and he's aboard that horse again in the Stradbroke, which comes up in race number 8. There we see Woogok just getting the attention of the farrier, so we might be running a little bit late here for the Queensland Derby. Swan Hill will be on the back of this event as more support continues for Ruthven. Supporters of Shocking Luck, well, it's been very solid in the last part of betting here. Anna Royale has been really firm too, the filly from the Stuart Webb stable, on the quick backup after racing last Saturday in the Oaks. $8 is about the right price if you like her. Some bookmakers trimming up into $7 and $7.50. Crown Bet still offering $8.50. So if you're playing there, that looks to be a good price if you like. Anna Royale will be taking a fixed option if possible. And Rockstar Rebel, very firm now at around $16. That price may start to trim. So if you think he's a chance, some bookmakers getting to around $14, $15. So $16 is available out there in the marketplace if you want to get it. As all this is going on, Ruthven still being very solid at around $3.65 on the exchange, which is comparable to around $3.50 when you take out back to a fixed price. But there you see, horses are moving into the gates for the Group 1 Queensland Derby. Swan Hill will be coming straight on the back of this, as you can see in our picture at the top of the screen. There is Mongolian Wolf, Damien Lane riding for Darren Weir. Let's head now to David Fowler for the call of the Derby.
Moving in now. Certainly are, Merg, for the Group 1 Queensland Derby. Woogok has been replated. Ruthven, 370 to 340, is a well-backed Derby favourite. Shocking Luck at $4.80. Anna Royale $8, and just ahead of it, Volatile Mix at $7. So they're filling the gates well. Volatile Mix still out of line. Up goes Rockstar Rebel. It's the last few coming in now. Thank you, Pat. Yes, only a handful out. The biggest crowd at Doomben since Black Caviar Day in 2011. Been a wonderful support by the public to be here on this day of days. The crowd is absolutely enormous. But this is the Derby for Channel 7. 2,200 metres. The starter is on the stand. 16 to be dispatched. And Rutherford is the Derby favourite. They're off and racing now. And Rutherford in the centre of the line was one of the first to go, in fact. Bowman is sending him forward. Violate began well. So too did Mongolian Wolf and Shocking Luck. Coming across from out wide, here he comes, and Woogok. The deepest runner was Garban. Settling just behind them, Dazzlem Sid with Fontaine Lad, Rockstar Rebel, and the Filiana Royale. She's going to position near the rail, a bit worse than midfield. 2 lengths to Shining Bullet. Then Shine Tech Star, Monasterio, Volatile Mix of his wide gate. Stick back to second last, and last of all is Black on Gold. The Derby field goes to the turnout of the straight, less than a mile to run, and Woogok off the wide gate crossed to lead. 2 lengths to Garban and Rutherford, perfectly positioned. The Derby favourite, third the rail, the box seat. Dazzlem Sid fourth and 3 deep in the centre. Here he comes. Violate 3 back the rail in 6th. 2 lengths away then came Mongolian Wolf outside of Shocking Lark, a little further back than anticipated. Then came Rockstar Rebel. He's 3 deep, hanging tough around. Anna Royale coming one off the fence. Over on the inside, Fontaine Lad, then Shine Tech Star, Shining Bullet, Monasterio, Volatile Mix, and last of the 16, Black on Gold. 900 left to run in the Queensland Derby. Woogok leads away by a neat length. Racing second, Dazzlem Sid. 2.5 away third, Garban. Now Rutherford comes away from the rail into the open spaces. 2 lengths to Here He Comes, outside of Violate. Then Rockstar Rebel, Shocking Luck, Shine Tech Star, Mongolian Wolf, Anna Royale a long way back, 7 off them. Then Fontaine Lad, Monasterio, Volatile Mix third last, and Shining Bullet and Black on Gold the last pair. The Derby field runs up to the turn, just over 400 metres left to go, and Bowman could wait no longer. He sent the favourite to the lead. He hit the go button, and Rutherford bounded away by the 300 metres. Open up a break. Rockstar Rebel is game, runs on, then here he comes. Anna Royale down the outside, short of 200 left to go in the Derby, and Rutherford's got a big lead. It's a winning lead. Rockstar Rebel, Anna Royale, they go for the minors, but Rutherford and Huey Bowman simply too good. Rutherford won the Derby, beat home Rockstar Rebel and Anna Royale. Then here he comes, Violate, Volatile Mix, Fontaine Lad, Woogok, Shocking Luck, well back in the field then, Mongolian Wolf, Shine Tech Star, Black on Gold, Garban, Monasterio and Dazzlem Sid.